Warming. In the last video, I just told you about that I'll bring some more videos on the general topic. So this time I'll just made it on the global warming. So firstly, what is the introduction of the global warming? Global warming refers to the gradually rise in the overall temperature of the atmosphere of the earth. There are various activities taking places which have been increasing the temperature gradually. Global warming is melting or ice glacier rapidly. This is extremely harmful to the earth as well as humans. It is quite challenging to control the global warming. However, it is not unmanageable. The first step is solving any problem is identify the cause of the problem. Therefore, we need to first understand the causes of the global warming that will help us proceeding further in warming. As the planet is getting hotter, we need to collectively act right now instead of waiting for more. The primary cause of global warming is fossil fuels. Human beings are addicted to burn them, which produced coal, oil, greenhouse gases, and more. The power plants, cars, and industries produce carbon dioxide, which stay in the atmosphere for 5 decades or more. This is the reason why the temperature of the Earth rises. Due to the rise in temperature, the ocean are rising and the coral reefs are dying. Many aquatic species are going extinct while the glaciers are melting. You will be surprised to know that Greenland is losing 20% more mass than it receives from new snowfall. Thus, it will keep shrinking as the earth warms. Moreover, extreme weather patterns are for everyone to see. The heat waves, droughts, floods are now taking place with great intensity and frequency. The hurricanes are doubling up in the nature in the term of occurrence, and the Catherine Hawkins is enough to prove this point. Further, the Greenland and Western Atlantic ice sheet are at great risk of melting completely. These two ice sheets presently hold around 20% of the Earth's freshwater. The rise in sea level will damage the coastal area globally. Moreover, the regularity of hurricanes, tornadoes, and the other may become more volatile, spreading malaria and other deadly diseases. Global warming is an aspect of climate change, referring to the long-term rise of planet's temperature. It is caused by increasing concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, mainly for human activities such as burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and farming. Burning fossil fuels. When we burn fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gases to create electricity or power our car, we release CO2 pollution into the atmosphere. Australians are the big producer of CO2 pollution compared to the rest of the world. Level of CO2 pollution per person is nearly double the average of other developing nations and more than 4 times the world average. Electricity generation in the main is the main cause of the carbon pollution in Australia, as 73% of the electricity comes from burning coal and 13% from burning gases. The remaining 14% comes from renewable energy sources such as hydro, solar, and wind, which do not emit carbon. So, what are the solutions for that? Reduce the amount of the electric generated from coal and gas, increase the amount of electricity from clean, renewable energy sources like solar and cleaning. Plant and tree play an important role in regulating the climate because they absorb carbon dioxide from the air and release oxygen back into. Forest and bushland act as carbon sink and are valuable means for the keeping global warming to 1.5 degrees centigrade. But humans clear vast areas of vegetation around the world for farming, urban and infrastructure development, or to sell tree products such as timber and palm oil. When vegetation is removed or burned, the stored carbon is released back into the atmosphere as CO2, contributing to global warming. So, what are the solutions for that? So, the solutions are prevent deforestation and tree cleaning, plant more trees through reforestation and afforestation. Particularly, livestock like sheep and cattle produce methane, a greenhouse gas, where livestock are grazed at a large scale. As in Australia, the amount of methane produced is a big contribution to global warming. Some fertilizers that farmers use also release nitrous oxide, which is another greenhouse gas. So, what are the solutions for that? Use different stock feeds can help to reduce farming contribution to climate change. And worldwide, Fund for Nature is working with the leading beef producer through Project Pioneer to develop trial and validated improved livestock and pasture management that can deliver significant economic, social, and environmental warming, but for that we have to come jointly. The time is now to do something to prevent global warming. Otherwise, it will irreversible. Electricity and transportation contributed large to global warming, so we must begin there. It is important to note that there is a no silver bullet and we must all come together to tackle global warming as a whole. Every home, business, industry, individual effort is required to tackle this crisis. As coal produces ton of carbon dioxide annually, we need to find way to clean up coal. We can also tackle global warming by being with putting agriculture in the system. We must encourage farmers to adopt the green farming practices. For instance, they must till land less often and plant trees on vacant lands. Moreover, the same regime needs to be applied to the other industry producer of carbon dioxide. For instance, the transportation industry of car, trucks, planes and more products 28% of the carbon dioxide emission. Thus, we must reduce this emission by enhancing the fuel efficiency of the vehicles. Also, it is high time we got rid of oil and gasoline based fuel and opt for the greenhouse alternatives. On an individual level also, we must work to adopt a greener and healthier lifestyle. Try to drive less and walk more or take public transport. Get into the habit of recycle and avoid unnecessary wastage of good. Save electricity by switching off appliances when not in use. Most importantly, plant a tree as a single tree can absorb 1 ton of carbon dioxide in its lifetime. Thus, remember the change begins with us. So, this is all about the global warming. So, finally, if you like my video, please do like, subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching my video.